Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Is GBP JPY valued by? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. It depends. Maybe it is, maybe it is not. Good morning, good morning. Yeah, I see GJ. I'm on Euro USD for now. I took a buy when the 4 hour opened. It closed above this resistance here, and it came for a retest. I took a buy earlier on when I said on the group that the 4 hour Euro USD is looking good. 10 pips profit. I moved stop at break even. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Okay, GJ. I feel much better. Thank you. I feel much better today. And my voice is coming back little by little. Look, GJ looks perfect. Let's be fair here. Look at all these rejections before, and now we have a candle closing above, and this is like a dream setup. But what we need is a retest. The break is not the best, maybe 7-8 pips, but I think it should be valid uh, when it comes for a retest here. So let's wait for that. Let's see then what happens. Do you use buy and sell limits? No, I don't. If I'm in front of charts, why should I use buy limits or sell limits? Look at the USD CAD. This is crazy. What a crazy move. And it also did break this level, which looks like we missed, because it already did the retest. See here, it was also a 4-hour retest. If you didn't see it, look at the 4-hour. It also did close below and made a retest. Not the best breakout, but it still counts as a breakout. Euro US dollar also did close above this resistance on the 4-hour, but we'll see how it goes. Have my stop at break even, took a buy earlier, but we want GJ, but I don't know if we're gonna get it because it's already moving to the upside. We want to retest, but it's not happening. Let's see. If it doesn't move first, then comes for retest. Not gonna be sure if I'm gonna take it. That's the thing. And GJ is better than GU, I think. Yeah, CGU, there's a lot of noise in the left, but GJ has nothing. It's clear all the way up. See, this was a very strong consolidation box, and it did break above it. So we're gonna see a nice move to the upside here, but looks like no retest and so far. It's pushing up. GBP USD is not that clear. GJ is better. So I would rather focus on GJ. So we'll see what happens. I don't like it that it did push before the retest, because whenever that happens, it's not like when it first breaks. Wow, look at this. How did I miss this? How did I miss a CAD JPY? What a perfect break and retest. And I waited for this. I waited for this and I missed it. What a perfect move. Fortunately, it is gone. Even did a break and retest of this zone. Two opportunities. Golden opportunities. This was perfect. Hope you guys took this. So this is a scam or no? Who is a scam? Let's see, GBP CAD maybe gives us a chance. We are struggling to break this resistance, and once we do, I think we're gonna have a nice move to the upside. I mean, GCAD's gonna give us some quick pips. FOREX, oh, is FOREX a scam? I don't know. For us, it's not. Let's see, for now, I think look at your CAD. Didn't give us a retest yesterday. This would be epic trade. But no retest, it happens. So since GJ is not coming for retest, it's pushing now. I think the option that we have right now is waiting for GCAD to break. I think it has very nice potential. If it does break above, we're gonna have a big move, I think. GCAD doesn't mess around. Gives you big pips. Good morning, good morning. Yes, I'm feeling better today. Much, much better. Let's take a look at the fundamentals. What do we have today? Okay, medium, medium, high. Impact, Austria. High impact for euro. High impact for euro. Wow, we have plenty of euro news coming up. But you know, these kind of news for euro come like every day, but they really don't do anything. The markets, it doesn't affect the market that much. Like we had the same yesterday and nothing happened. And jobless claims, this can move the market. USD news later on. Also this one later on. They are on New York session, which we have plenty of time until then. What is that website? That website is I don't know if you can see it, but it's written with big words here. So the plan is to have patience until we break this level. We make a retest, then we fly to the upside. Easy and simple. First target maybe, and second target. Let's be ready whenever it takes. We can take it. Just a matter of time now. Maybe we're not gonna break, but hopefully we're gonna have a break because it's very promising setup. JJ, how can you tell between a retest and a fake out? I was about to take a trade on Euro NZD but didn't take it as it looked like a fake out, but it was a deep pullback. Maybe it would be better if you send a chart, but I think I know what you mean. This one. So if you took this trade, your stop loss should have been around 20 or 15 pips, let's say, and your entry should have been here. You had a good breakout and your target whenever you would like, but you got scared just because it came a little deeper. That was nothing. Just because it went above this candle doesn't mean anything, because this breakout candle was very close to support, so it didn't really matter. So stop loss should have been around here, around 15 pips, not more. There's no need. And entry here, so you would be pretty good. There was nothing to worry about here. It was a clean break and retest. I mean, I didn't see this because I'll probably take it. It looks so good. UJ did the drop all the way down. Didn't continue to the upside yesterday. And let me take a look at the 4-hour. Yeah, look at this on UJ. It's pretty messy. Nothing is just ranging. There's no clear movement here. Not for now, at least. USD CAD is gone. GJ, I don't know if I can say it's gone, but I don't like the fact that it made the move first before coming for a retest. So that's that's one thing that gives me doubts first. So I don't want to take it for now. We'll see. We'll see. I would rather wait for GCAD to break because this would be a clean trade. Look at all these rejections. I mean, whenever it breaks, we know for sure that we're gonna have a very, very nice move. Is it better to look at 1 hour breakout than the next 1 hour should retest the PO line? Thank you. I don't understand your question. GJ is back. GJ can be back, but I don't know if I'm gonna take it. I think we should wait for the 4 hour to close. If we wait for the 4 hour, that would be way better. Better wait for the 4 hour to close.
Morning, Sad.
Bay2, morning.
I zoomed into GJ and I think the move it reacted to 2 candles on the 1 hour, in my opinion, but I don't know, it can come deeper as well. Or what do you think?
You think that it got rejected from the wicks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that can be also true. Because it looks like it touched the wicks. Just like we say, I mean, it can reject from the wicks and to where candles are closed. So it makes sense, yeah, that this could have been the retest. But coming down all the way down, as a rejection, I don't like that. I want to get in the retest before making the move. And we are 30 minutes in the first 30 minutes, and now price dropping at the end of the hour candle, that's also what I don't like. So I think the best would be to wait for candles to close the 4 hour. 4 hour would be way stronger confirmation for us in this kind of setup right now. It is a pretty strong resistance, and we need to make sure that we have a good confirmation. And since the 1 hour is only a small breakout, I think we need to wait. Let's not rush it, and let's wait for a good break so we can be sure when we take this. If we have doubts when we take a trade, it's not a good sign. So if I take it now, I'll have doubts. We'll see what's gonna happen with GCAD. Because for now, I like GCAD if it does break above. If not, to the downside, I don't see much. AUDJPY, AUDJPY, let's see. Yeah, AUDJPY looks almost the same. It already rejected this. It moved more than 10 pips to the upside, and it's almost reaching the next zone here. So for us, we are not in the market for that because it's already gone. Euro NZD was pretty good. I don't know how I missed this. I woke up earlier today to see, if we have any early trade, but only saw EU. I don't know if I looked at Euro NZD or not. So we're gonna wait and see what happens. Hopefully we get a break on GCAD. Target for GBP today. GBP JPY. I don't know. Look where the next zone is. That's your next target. Or make a target for yourself. Whenever you're pleased with profit, then that's your target for you. EU, like I said before, I have some buys on EU. I set my stop loss at break even, and the reason I took it is because the 4-hour broke this resistance, made a retest here. This was the breakout candle, and I took some buys on the retest. So I'm expecting price to come at least over here, if not more than that, but we'll see. It gave me 10 pips until now, but I think I should do more. It's not enough. Okay, Euro AUD. Euro AUD is reaching support, and very strong support, not any support. This is very strong. You know how to determine how good a support is. I told you this before, but it is pretty easy. It is pretty easy. Just look how big the rejection was every time price came at that same level. That's the easiest way. And look at this. Look what happened last time we had a break and retest. And you go and look at this. So this was 140 pips drop. This was 140 pips drop. This was around 70-80 pips drop. This one here was a 200 pip drop. This one here, last time before breaking, was 80 pip rejection. And when it broke above, 300 pips push to the upside. So this is what happens when this is how to see how strong the zones are, and by looking at this you can clearly see how strong the zone is. So now what you do here is, you know that once the zone breaks below, you know that you could have a nice move, at least 80 or 100 pips once it breaks. But is this gonna break or not? What if it does a reject to the upside? What if it does reject to the upside? So what is the option here? How to enter? If this support rejects, somebody can ask, why don't we buy the support since it's so strong? It's because you never know if it's gonna break or not. So you need more confirmation. You need more confirmation. So what would be a good confirmation for EA? Since this is a very strong support, we need to get in somehow when it starts to push to the upside, because we know that okay, this is a very strong support, and look, every time it came to the zone, how big the reversal was, how big the rejection was. So we can expect the same thing, a big rejection from the zone. And we go to the 1 hour, and what do we see? We see a small consolidation box, right? So first of thing is that we mark our zones, see where we can get in this push if it gets rejected from the zone. So what's the safest way to enter here? A break above this consolidation box, a retest and continuation. What your confirmations would be? First, the breakout candle. Second, you got rejected from a key level. And third, you can wait for rejections for more confirmation, but as you know, I would enter straight on the retest candle. So this is the only way I would take EA. But we're gonna wait and see what happens with the 4 hour. GJ coming for retest. I told you guys about GJ. I'm not taking it. I think I repeated it a lot of times. GJ did the move before making the retest. Now we're gonna wait for the 4 hour. That's the safest way here. Sahaj, look, it's a clean range in the left, but I want a better confirmation, that's all. I just want a 4 hour breakout, because in a strong zone like this, I'm not feeling very comfortable. And the fact that it did push before making the retest doesn't support my theory. And the fact that it's coming for retest at the end of the hour, also it's not a good thing. So don't get too excited. I would rather, like I said before, wait for the 4 hour to break. I would be more comfortable. London Open can bring some quick fake outs, so we need to be careful. Tyler, I just talked about that earlier. It was crazy good. It was so good. Look at this. Clean break and retest. but unfortunately I didn't take it. I didn't saw that. Do you know Wicks don't lie? Yes, of course. Who doesn't? Catip Y was perfect. Also, Euro NZD was perfect. Also, Euro USD was perfect. But it's having problem pushing it. Where would you have taken CAD GPY buys? Easy. Here, where candles are closed. I would start from the wicks to where candles are closed. So I think this was like a perfect retest. From here to here, yeah, this whole range to enter, and it was perfect. You couldn't even, wait for rejections because it even, rejected once, twice, didn't closed above. You could even enter on the third candle. So for it was perfect. I caught the top breakout. All thanks to you. Hassan, very nice. You mean this one? Because this one was also perfect. Look at this. Perfection. CAD JPY and USD CAD are the pairs that respect levels. I don't know if I can say like the best ones, but they do respect levels very nice. Look at even here on this middle zone we had a break and retest. But trading in the consolidation box, it's always risky. So we didn't even, try to trade it. Can you explain how CAD JPY is better than GJ? In this moment, or how do you mean? I don't know, the CAD pairs are just better. They move pretty good and they respect levels. There's no many fake outs on CAD JPY. See, when it breaks, it makes a nice move. GJ is the difference. The main difference is that GJ is more volatile. That's the main difference. And that's why I think I don't know if I can say it's better. I mean, my favorite is GJ, but sometimes maybe it is better. There are a lot of times where when GJ can go a week or two without giving you any setups. How was that retest on KJPU better? That's very simple. How many pips this breakout is on GJ? Is 7-8 pips. On GBP, less than 10 pips is very risky. A breakout less than 10 pips is very risky because GBP is much more volatile. You go on CAD JPY, you have a 20 pip breakout. You see the main difference here. This is a 20 pip move to the upside, a clean breakout. You can't get better breakout than this. Then you have a retest and continuation. Can a break and retest happen over a few candles? Of course. I've said this many times before. You cannot expect a retest to be made always like on the next candle. Sometimes it can take more time. It can take 2-3 candles until it comes, and that's totally okay. Yeah, Euro USD is at break even. That's why my stop loss is around here. I took a USD based on the 4 hour because the 4 hour closed above. It already gave me 10 pips, but I wanted to hold for more. USD CAD, it is a done and dusted trade. It is done because USD CAD already did break and did a retest to this broken support here. So I don't know what you guys want to do here, but yeah, I'm gonna say that the move here is already done. But can we take the retest on this level? I don't know how safe that would be. Even though it already did respect the zone and it made around how many pips this is? Yeah, almost 10 pip move to the downside. So what I can say is that the move is already done. That's what I can say. USD CHF. Okay, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Lots of rejection at the same level. If it does break below, yeah, looks like there's no traffic in this small range here. So that's what makes sense here. Drop all the way down here, unless we have some kind of minor zones in the left. But as it looks pretty good. Looks clean traffic on the left. Once it closes above, probably it's gonna drop. I don't trade USD CHF. Even if it breaks, I don't know. I just don't have enough experience on it. So if I don't have enough experience, there's no need to take it. Things that I don't know well, I don't pretend to know. I just say I don't know, because that's the truth. Euro JPY, break and retest. This zone. What about these candles also? Are they making you uncomfortable or not? Because for me, I don't know if they would make me uncomfortable. Need to look at my chart. Isn't USD a retest on the 4 hour? It was before. The 4 hour opened like 2 hours ago. It did the 4 hour breakout retest. This is the one the 4 hour opened. And in this candle I took the retest and it already pushed above, so now I can say maybe it is done. Yeah, so EJ rejecting this, it doesn't look good. I mean, I know you're putting support here, but I don't know how legit that support is. I mean, if you go on the 4 hour, there's no zone there at all. Where's that zone? Nowhere. If you go on the left, you have a zone here. You do have a zone there. And let's go on the 1 hour. But it is, lower than that. I think EJ is not clear. Clearly, it's not clear enough. Not good enough for us. I think this would be a better level to take a trade on EJ than this one here, because it doesn't really match with other candles. Like when you want to have a good trade, you expect, to have a lot of candles and they all, rejecting the same zone. See all these candles, they're all closing below. You look at this candle, it barely closed above, but still counted as a break, let's say. And look at these candles. You have 3, 4 candles, they're all rejecting again the same level. This is what you want to see. But when you see here only one candle, and see here these were all just rejections, but this is where the main support was. This is where so many candles got rejected from the same level. And this is where you want to take a trade because you feel more safe. Not here because we only have a candle here. Also, when you look up, you have lots of rejections here. 2 candles currently rejecting that. This big one here, this one, another one, another one, another one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So you are stuck in between these 2 zones. What is the best here? The best here is to wait. It is not necessarily needed to find a trade in this chart. If this chart doesn't look good, it's not giving you simple movement, clear setup, then you just go to another pair. This is maybe one of the advantages of using or trading not only one pair, but more than one, because we have probably more options. When we trade more pairs, did GU go your way? When? Yesterday, yes it did. Yesterday we caught a nice trade on GU. And we waited all day, and somewhere in the middle of the day it came out of nowhere, and I sent it to the group. We caught some nice quick 20 pips to the upside. We closed around here because we got 20 pips, and I didn't leave any runner. I closed everything because I felt that we might reject the zone. So as soon as this candle broke back in the range, we took a retest here, and it was perfect. 0 drawdown. Also price coming from support, coming back in the range. We had a lot of rejections before, so this was like a clean setup. A lot of people on the comments said, oh, this is not even a break, it was just ranging. For me it is. It was a clean break and retest, and we made some good money on it. This was the only trade yesterday, and it was after the stream. Does initial jobless scheme have a big impact? It has an impact. I don't know how big it's gonna be, because that's we're gonna find out when they come. But I think it's gonna have some impact, since it's a high impact. Only these Euro news, they say they have high impact, but most of them doesn't really do anything. So also one of the reasons why to not trade Euro for now, because we have news coming up. 18 minutes, 48:53. So we have plenty of news coming up, which can impact the market, can have an impact on the market, and we should be careful. Well, I think the best is to stay away from the news. Yeah, I know it says high impact, but why don't you just stay away from them? Because sometimes even when you predict when the news are good, it just the market goes in a whole different direction. It's not the market's not gonna move exactly how the news are. Sometimes it just makes the whole different thing.
GJ is rejecting on this level that you said.
Yeah, it can, but not interested to take it until the 4 hour closes.
Yeah, it's too risky.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if you look at it, it's a clean break and retest. But like I said before, I'm gonna be safe when the 4 hour closes, and maybe I'll get a retest. Maybe I'm not gonna get a retest when the 4 hour closes because it will be already a rejection or gonna close somewhere here. That the next one just gonna continue up, but not gonna regret it. It just didn't go how I wanted. It came for the retest after I made the move, so that's all. I mean, it can work this time, but what about the next 10 times? Will that gonna be a consistent thing that's gonna happen? And based on my experience, it's not. So that's why I'm staying away. Which group did you post to? To my mentorship group. Is that a 49-inch widescreen? Yeah, this is a 49-inch, and the side ones are 27-inch. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see now GJ pushing all the way up. Yeah, the forest not closed yet. Look at Euro NZD. Looks like came back all the way in the range once again. So probably the news had some impact. I don't know. But there was no Euro news, yeah. Still way to go. 15 minutes. Let's see. EU finally moving. Yeah. Looks like it. I'm thinking about Euro NZD, taking it as a fake out. The thing is, Sahaj King, maybe I took it, but today is a different situation, so I don't know USD CAD how it was, or I don't know if you listened to me before. GBP pairs are different than USD CAD, for example. On the 4 hour, doesn't it look like a rejection? Yeah, true. It is a rejection. But the 1 hour did a fake out. Can we take that as into consideration maybe? But I don't know. EN is Volatile pair. I don't know if we can trust it or not. I mean, yesterday we had a breakout. We didn't trust it because we know that EN is not that consistent on break and retest setups, and we were right. But sometimes it does work, like it did on this candle. See, on the first 30 minutes, it did the retest, got rejected all the way down. Then at the end of the hour, came back all the way back in the zone. Can we trust this fake out? I think I'm not gonna do anything. Since the 4 hour is just a rejection, yeah, we'll see. We need a safe trade, not any kind of trade. Because that pullback could have been just a pre-London open. GJ dropping deeper. Would you advise to sit back and relax on the first day of the month to get an idea where the direction is going on pairs? You can do that, why not? You can do that. See this rejection that happened before London Open, it just seems like a fake move. Look at GJ now, coming all the way down. If we took this, when you guys said, we would be 10 pips to drawdown. I mean, if I would take this, probably my stop would be below here somewhere because I wouldn't expect price to come all the way down. But the intuition was right. I mean, we can still reject to the upside, but for now it doesn't look good. It may be just a pullback in the first hour, but this is why it's better to wait for the 4 hour, just a better confirmation. Why didn't I take USD CAD into consideration? On what setup? I missed the setup on USD CAD. It's not that I didn't take into consideration, but I missed it because this would be my entry. I would be already done with the trade. This is now another time trying. This was the setup on USD CAD. This was the breakout, this was the retest, and this was continuation. So clean move to the downside. Please see this. Let's see it. GBP AUD breakout retest. First thing is that your entry is not in the right place. I mean, your entry should have been, let's say, on the wick here. On the wick to catch this move to the downside. If we look at it, how many pips the breakout was, not even 10. Around 6 or 5 pips. And personally, I wouldn't be comfortable with this because this is GBP AUD. It's one of the most volatile pairs that you can find, and having only 5-6 pips breakout, it's not good for me, at least. Even though I try to avoid GA most of the time, I don't want to take it. Even when it gives, it's very rare times when I take GA. It's just because it's too aggressive. Okay, let's see. Safe buys above 136.840. Aggressive buys above 136.424. Aggressive sells below 136.100. Yeah, we'll see. We still don't have a 4-hour breakout, so unless the 4-hour closes, we are off. Look at your NZD now. Let's see what a double fake out looks like. Would you look at my idea? Of course, why not? Is it better waiting for this break and retest? I think the best is to wait for nothing there, because it's not enough good zone to take a break and retest there. Like I said on your USD CAD, this was the main move. This one here, we had a breakout, we had a retest, we had continuation. So what now? What now if we miss this? We need price to consolidate for a bit. We need to create some sort of support here, so we can make sure that when it breaks, we can have a good move. But what can you do with one candle or two candles here? It's not that safe. It's not that comfortable for you. How do you feel taking a trade in this strong zone here, where it did have multiply rejections, a lot of rejections before it did push up? Here you would feel way more safe when you take the trade. But how would you feel here with only one or two candles? Just look at the difference of this support and this one. Which one would be better for you? Which one would be safe? Which one would be more convincing? This one, of course. So why don't you wait for something like that to form before you take a trade here? This can still be, just consolidate here for a bit. And let's not forget that we have USD news, so we might have some weird movements before the news. There are a lot of news that are coming up that can affect the USD or the market. So we have jobless claim, we have PMI later on. Tomorrow we have NFP. So plenty of news coming up. Also plenty of news coming up for Euro also. Yeah, don't take a trade just so you have something on your account, because you might have to see the red color there, which is not nice for the brain. Look guys, we are here and nobody's gonna rush us. We can pick and choose the best setup that can happen here. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush here. Pick and choose. Whenever the best setup comes, then we will be here. Unless we get the best setup, we stay away. GJ, unless the 4-hour closes above, there's no setup here. EU break even? Yeah. You did hit my stop at break even. But it went pretty good before coming down. Yeah, almost 15 pips, so pretty good. We'll see what is gonna happen with Euro, because lots of news coming up. Same as I said before, I don't really see this news having a high impact on the market most of the time, but we should be careful. That's what is important. So we are waiting. We are waiting for GJ to break above on the 4-hour. We can also clear these middle zones because we are not interested on them. Our eyes are on GJ. When we have a clean 4-hour breakout, then we wait for retest, then we wait for some continuation. Cool setup, thank you. It is very nice. The only concern is there is no bottom wick on the daily. There is no bottom wick on the daily. And what does that mean? There's no bottom wick. How many charts are you looking on your screen? One. The one that you see here. When I'm alone, I look at more than one. Any gold ideas? No. We don't trade gold, unfortunately. Very sorry. Do you think reversal on GBPUSD? I don't understand your question. Do you think reversal on GBPUSD? What does that mean? What to do now on GBPUSD? What to do? You can just sit and watch. Nothing, basically. GJ is rejecting. CAD JPY is rejecting. Here NZD is doing nothing. See guys, now since GJ is rejecting, that means that also the 4-hour is gonna close soon. And when this happens, let's say we got the first breakout on the 1 hour, but we didn't trust it that much. We waited for the 4 hour. On the 1 hour, already did happen a break and retest. Then also this 1 hour closes, let's say, above this. Then the 4 hour closes too. If the 4 hour closes too, then we have a double confirmation. So when the retest happens, we might not come all the way down here, since the 1 hour already did a break and retest. So we can have something like this and continue up. But we're gonna wait and see, because there's plenty of time. We have another 40 minutes till next candle. Your voice is still weird. You are not looking after yourself. Trust me, I am. Don't worry about me. Let's see what happens with the GJ. How to escape from false break and retest before London Open? How to escape? I don't know. You can't predict if it's gonna be a false breakout, unless there are signs. You have to look for signs that can be a false breakout, like a price coming from a different zone, like a rejection, or you know, having a weak breakout, which can result in a fake out, or a breakout caused by the news. There are plenty of reasons. So GJ bias heavily bullish. For now it is bullish. We don't know for how long it's gonna last. I mean, if you go on the daily, we are pretty bullish in the last few days. If you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we have 8 days only bullish for GJ. Now the thing is, this is a pretty key level for GJ. The current level here, and if we do break this, we have a clean range all the way up here at 138. So we'll see. This is a key level for GJ. Once we break it, no traffic all the way up. Guys, you don't have to text to send the same message 3-4 times, because I see everything. It just comes. You need patience. Whoever sends the same text 3 or 4 times, I know that there's no patience in that man or whoever it is. Even on a chat, you show yourself how patient you are. Send a chart. I'm gonna look at it sooner or later. You need patience. Unless you are in a big drawdown and you're looking for help. Whoever is so in a hurry to get an opinion, it's either in a big drawdown or I don't know. So I was looking at GCAD. GCAD is breaking. Yeah, let's see. It's gonna be an epic trade if GCAD breaks. Let's go GCAD. The only thing that I'm worried about is that it might not wait for us. That's the only thing. Is your strategy only break and retest? Yes, it is. breakandretest.com. Look at what my page is, breakandretest.com. So since my website is breakandretest.com, does that mean that I am the owner of Break and Retest? How you mark these lines because too many zones in GBP CAD. Easy. I mean, you have plenty of rejections on this level, so it's pretty easy to mark this. It's not very hard. Look at all these candles, they're all closing in the same place. So what you need is a close above, a retest and continuation. And this looks like a next target because we have plenty of rejections, maybe even this. Yeah, you are right, we have plenty of zones in between, but I'm expecting a small break like this, a retest, then continuation to this next one, to this next one, then maybe filling the range to the upside. And to the downside we have this support, and we'll see after. But candle closes are what's important here. It might take some time, but patience is needed. Where would your stop loss be? Well, my stop loss would be like 20 pips, which means maybe below this wick here. We'll see, but originally we wouldn't need a 20 pip stop loss. I mean, the max price should came, or I don't know how to say. If it breaks, it's here. So stop below here somewhere. A retest, breakout, retest, and continuation. And that's what we expect here. So let's see, we are waiting. Can I post a link with the NFP 2020 schedule? Yeah, of course. You should also post your results on Instagram like Wiz Don't Lie. You mean profits? Where are you from? Saad FX, and what's your name? My name is Saad, like the one that you just mentioned, and I'm from Kosovo. We'll see. It is a little bit messy, GCAD, but it can give us a good trade here. Beta, of course, waiting is part of this, industry, this game. Waiting is, waiting should be, or patience should be like key for everyone, not just in Forex, but in life. Yeah, you need patience for everything. Just use this method. You took a trade on GU yesterday, even looked like a range. No, GU was clean yesterday. I don't know what was wrong. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see. So this is where I send my trades, my live trades. So this was GU, but I can't zoom this because it opens the whole picture. But it was clean break and retest. See, I send my trades on real time. It's nothing to hide here. I don't hide my trades from my students. Just like I don't hide my trades here in front of you. I took so many until now. I just joined the stream. Do we trading now? When the opportunity comes, yes, we will be trading. But for now, we are still waiting to see if we're gonna get an opportunity. And while we wait, we get hydrated because it's important. Can you take a look at yes, of course. Can take a look at your chart. Oh my god, this is so messy. I can tell you that. One thing for sure is that this is very messy chart. Honestly, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's pretty messy, and I don't know what you're looking for. Waiting for confirmation at support around 136.400. Looking for buys with high stop loss. Do you know how small this is? 4 pips. You can get stopped in seconds about that. I mean, I don't know how your strategy is, but this is a very tight stop loss. I hope you win this, but it's gonna be very hard. I wish the best for you. Are you waiting for it to move like 20 pips before taking a trade? Not 20 pips. I am waiting for it to close above, like 10 pips above, at least. But like I said, I don't want it to come all the way down up to the next resistance, because that would be a little bit risky after. But we are rejecting already, so I don't know. The end of the hour is gonna tell us everything we need to know. Ethan B. Okay, let's take a look at your chart. It's a possible buy zone with volume and support form. Safe buy zone. Safer sell below. Yeah, or you can switch to the 4 hour and wait for this hold to break on the 4 hour, and after the breakout you can take the retest. That's also an option. But for now there's no trade on GJ. Unfortunately, there's no trade. And you guys know my rules. I only trade 1 hour and up. No lower time frames. Can I ask where you send your trades? Yeah, Telegram. Telegram. Telegram is pretty nice and it's simple to use. What the hell was that? Look at GBP. Wow. What is happening? Wow, this was crazy. Let me see. What happened? Do we have any news? There's no news. Let's see, news. Wow, look at GCAD. Look at GCAD. Look at GJ. I mean, GCAD is more volatile, so the move should be bigger. 30 pips drop. Why don't I see that news here? Maybe investing.com has better. Yeah, Brexit, unfortunately. Yeah, only Brexit can cause this kind of movement. Yeah, this was the reason, looks like it. UK reportedly failed to close differences in latest round of trade talks. And second lockdown threat, yes, that also. But who expected this? Nobody. See, it was better that we didn't take any trades. Or what if we would trade 30 minutes? Would this be a breakout? We would get stopped. Wow, look at GCAD. 60 pips drop. I closed myself in GJ 10 minutes before. Well, great. Glad you didn't lose. Because losing makes nobody happy. This was a crazy move, I can say that. And this is why you wait for the 4 hour to close. Because if you don't, you get punished. Well, it's not true that I wait for the 4 hour always to close. But this was just a different kind of setup that we wanted a better confirmation. So we'll see. Look, there's a saying that Wicks Don't Lie said before. Whatever comes down quickly comes up quickly. So this was caused by the news, right? And it can be recovered or later on. Yeah, nobody shouldn't be trading right now. Just wait. Wait and see what happens. Because we have plenty of time. There's no need to rush. We are lucky that we have time to trade, London session. Because if we don't get anything on London session, we got New York session. We have like the whole day to trade. Do these kind of moves happen often? No, they don't. They are pretty rare. First time here with a good vibe of trading you have here. Yes, we have a great vibe. We are very patient, we are very chill, we don't rush things. A lot of different things. How's life in Kosovo? Life in Kosovo is good, not bad. What caused this move? News, Brexit news. EU UK reportedly paid to close differences on latest round of trade talks. There are a lot of things that are impacting GBP lately. Also, the lockdown thing. Yeah, important news usually are scheduled, but there are also these kind of situations where you have a news, unexpected news, and can this be your fault? Let's say if you lose a trade because the news come unexpected. I think that's a loss that you have to, just accept it because it was not your fault. You waited for all your rules to you waited for a price to meet all your rules before you took the trade. You did everything right, but the news came in unexpectedly and it stopped you. So that's a mistake. That's not a mistake by you. And this kind of situations doesn't really happen often. They are rarely happen. Kosovo has a bit of Turkish influences in food. True. Like kebabs or different things, I don't know. Pristina, yes, I live in Pristina. Yes, yes, yes. This was the reason, like we said before. So we'll see. We have also other news coming. 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. So just let's see this news for Euro that is coming now. How it's going to have an impact on Euro? Let's just look at it, because most of the time it doesn't have really big impact. But that Brexit news had impact on Euro before also. So let's see this Euro news if it's going to have an impact. It is already published. See, nothing. Was that behind you? What was behind me? Well, it's a good thing that we were not in any trades. I mean, sometimes you can get lucky and be in the right side, but like I said, you can be lucky, and this doesn't go with luck. It can happen one or two times, but it's not a consistent thing. We need to aim always for things that are consistent. It's just like there are people who go to gym and there are people who go to gym for real. Going to gym once in a month wouldn't have any impact in your body, right? And it's not the same the one that goes every day. I'm just glad that here in Kosovo we're not getting in lockdown again. We're going to end this soon. Hello, do you avoid news events? Yes, I do. I avoid news events. Do you go to the gym? No, I don't. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I used to go before, but not now. It was before lockdown. I don't like gym. I like to. I like cycling better. Look, guys. Now, whatever breakout we have, I'm not gonna take it. Why? Because it happened because of the news. And we have a rule. If it does happen from the news, it is not safe to take. So better stay away. Euro NZD really did respect this. Wow. I'm surprised that it did respect this. Only Euro and GBP pair reacted to this news, yes. As you can see, only Euro and GBP pairs got affected. Why? Because it was for Euro and UK, for Euro and GBP. Look, guys, I don't want you to think that I'm an expert on everything. I don't know much about fundamentals. That's what I can say. There are a lot of other people who know better than me. I know maybe just the basics, but I try to avoid news because news doesn't come all the time. So, market is most of the time run by technicals, so we trade based on technicals. When there's news, we try to stay away. Did you watch the tour? What is that? Do you trade AUD and ZD? No, I don't. Phil, I didn't Tour de France. I don't watch that. It looks boring for me. I didn't say I like to watch cycling, but I said I like cycling, to do it by myself. Lots of adrenaline. Is Forex your full-time job? Yes, it is, as you can see. How can you leave this place and go to work somewhere else? How can I send you a chart? It is easy. You go to TradingView, you have this icon here, and you push that, and it gives you a link of your chart. How the hell do you keep your back straight trading? I don't understand that. I'm going to join your mentoring group. Okay. You're welcome anytime. Yes, you can send the link on YouTube. Do you think you need Fading View to go full time? Guys, focus on a more important thing. Do you need Trading View to go full time? What's this question about? Feels like trolling me.
Sad, bro.
Yes, Beitu.
Will you take USD CAT?
Will I take USD CAD if it breaks above?
Yeah.
It did break above, but I don't know. Honestly, the 4 hour is still open. Four hour is still open. I don't know if I can trust this. You trading GJ today? No, I'm not, because it was affected by the news, and I cannot risk it. So there's no biscuit today because we're not risking it. Beto, I don't know what to say about USD CAD. I mean, it did broke above. We can try to take it. We have these two rejections here. I don't know if these are making me a little bit uncomfortable, but I don't know. Let's see how. Also, the 4 hour, since it's not closed yet, might make me a little uncomfortable. Let's take a look at daily. That's also daily support, as it looks like. I mean, we can try to take it, but how many pips? By using only 10 pips stop loss. We can try to take it. We'll see. If it does come now back for a retest, maybe we'll try it.
I was thinking about it too, because we are reacting to daily support, but we didn't really touch daily support. So
I mean, if you look at the daily, you can see where candles are rejecting here. See these two daily candles?
yeah.
When you go lower time frames, you see that consolidation box, that small support. Maybe we can't say small because there are a lot of rejections. So this is where all these candles are closing also on lower time frames, and this is where the daily is closing too. So the daily matches with lower time frames. You go on the 4 hour, you see the same support. All these candles closing above the same level. You go to the 1 hour, you see the same thing. All these candles closing at the same level. Now, 4 hour is not matching with the 1 hour, but 1 hour and daily are matching. They are rejecting the support. Daily is a rejection. 1 hour did a break and retest before, did respect it. Lots of rejections before. Now we have a close above. So the 1 hour closed back in the range. Usually that means we're gonna continue up since the 1 hour is a fake out. But what we look for most of the time, we want at least the 1 hour and 4 hour to match with each other, and in this case they're not. We have the 4 hour still open, the 1 hour is a breakout. If we take this, it's gonna be risky, but if you are willing to risk, then we can take it. Now it depends on your choice if you want to risk it or not. You know, when this comes for a retest, the 4 hour is gonna look like a rejection. I mean, I don't know if it can make you a little bit uncomfortable, maybe. But can this move to the upside? It can. since it did close above on a 1 hour. But if it does come for a retest, we can expect a fake out. So what do? We use less risk because we have like a reason to believe it might be a fake out.
Let's see if it comes.
Yeah,
I
first needs
mean,
to come.
it's
Here.
also the first day of the month, so I think I'm gonna lower the risk as well, and also because of the setup.
Yeah, you can do that too. Let's wait. We'll see, we'll see. It already retested that support on lower time frame. That could be also true, but we don't look at lower time frames. We focus on higher time frames only, 1 hour and up. Do you watch the dollar index sometimes? No, I don't. I don't watch dollar index. Do you have open positions? No, I don't. What amount do I need to be a full-time trader as my job? I don't know. That's a question that only you should know. I don't know how much money you have. How can I know how much you need to be a full-time trader? I don't know how much, how many bills you need to pay to be a full-time trader. I mean, these things only you should know. How can I get a beard like you? I don't know. I don't know. Fun happens. You need to go like at least once. At least once a day. Any trade for today? No, not yet. Hope you are feeling better. Thank you. What phone app do you use for FOREX trading? Wow, this question is shocking. If you don't know that, you really have to go and do some research. With all due respect, because you need to know what app you use for trading. Maybe you are new here. I respect that. So I'm gonna give you a link where to go and learn some things. Go there and I use the basic one, MetaTrader. MetaTrader. Okay, USD CAD is coming, so do you want to take the trade or not? What do you guys want to do now? You want to take the trade or not? USD CAD. Four hours, just a rejection. Yeah, I'm gonna risk 10 pips here. Taking USD CAD buys risking 10 pips, but also it's gonna be low risk. Why? Because we explained it earlier on. So we'll see. We said that we know that there is a possibility that this might turn out to be a fake out. So in that case, we are using low risk. But there's also a chance of continuation. So that's why we are taking it. So we are like in between. So let's see what we get here. MT4 and MT5, they are both good. MT5 is better. Do you like trading pesos and USD ZAR? Yes, they are very nice, but they are very dangerous too. I don't trade them. I don't trade USD Mexican pesos. Please check the 4-hour before taking it. I did it. I mean, I explained it so many times until now. We are using low risk. Why? Because 4-hour is still open and it's at resistance, but we are taking the risk based on the 1 hour, and we will see. Chances here are like I don't know if there are 50-50 chance, but we'll see. Yeah, I'm risking small also. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna make a text here also. Yeah, USD CAD already pushing down, so we don't even need 10 pips stop loss. If it comes below the breakout candle, that can be also the end of this, which would be 8 pips, I think. But let's see. We're not trading GBP, guys. I think we went through that discussion. We're not taking GBP because the move was affected by the news or caused by the news. Did you see my chart? Where? Did you send it? Because I don't see it. Carlos, I didn't see your chart, and I don't see anywhere. I don't know if you sent it or not. Hi, market is so volatile lately. I guess this is the warm before election. That can be also a reason. The volatility before the elections, that can be also a reason. So yeah. Let's see. Yeah, USD CAD is probably a fake out, most probably. It's 5 pips in drawdown. We have 50 minutes. We've done 50 minutes already. Tell us about risk management. What I can tell you about risk management is that it's the most important thing uh, ever, like in trading. And I'm closing USD CAD, by the way, because I don't trust it. I mean, it's gonna be a fake out probably. Maybe it can work out, but I don't trust it. I'm gonna wait for the 4-hour better. So let's do this. Trade one. Can this go up? Maybe it can, but if I don't feel comfortable, I'm not gonna stay in the trade. So we'll wait. We'll wait and see what happens. Would you wait? No, I'm not waiting anything. I closed USD CAD because I don't trust. I took a 5 pip loss, so that's okay. So risk management is very, very important because even if you have the best strategy in the world, you're still gonna have problems with it. Why? Because if you don't use risk, good risk, then that's not gonna work out. Also, finding consistency comes only with using good risk. Dislike, very nice, thank you. Is this not a retest of the previous zone to go down? Risk management is also to cut your losses short like we did, and to make your wins big like we did the other day. This was a break on the 1 hour, but like we said before, we gave even the reasons why this would have failed, so we took the risk. The 1 hour did close above. The 1 hour did close above, and we took it because there were chances of going up. But like I said, I put a big text on the screen. and the 4 hour is still open, which made this also come drop. So what would be a better confirmation? Let's say for an upside move, a 4 hour close above, that would be the best. So there were a lot of reasons why this also could be a fake out, but there was also chances of going up, so this was like a 50-50%. And we said we're using low risk, and we only took a 5 pip, cut our losses short with a 5 pip loss. So I mean, this has 0.00001% effect in my account. So that's how you should use risk management. When you don't have enough good confirmations, you use low risk. So you protect yourself. USD CAD seems to sell to me. Yes, it does. It does seems like a sell also. Can you take a look of my chart? Yes, of course. Look, GBP was caused by the news, so just stay away from it for now. For now, stay away. We're gonna wait and see what happens. We're gonna wait and see. Euro US dollar, a small fake out on the 1 hour, but the 4 hour is still open. Euro NZD is pushing down again. Now this can be a good setup. This can be a good setup. Why? Let's see. First of all, we had a lot of rejections in this consolidation box. What happened? We broke below the support here. We did a retest. This candle first got rejected all the way down, so it respected this level. But what happened after? Price came all the way back in the range, closed back in the range, made a retest and went all the way up, but got rejected again. Now what happened? We have a huge bearish candle coming all the way down, which means we're going to break this support. Also, we're going to break the previous breakout, or we can say previous low. So what happens now? If this candle breaks below here, we can take the retest. But there's still a chance, a small chance that price come a little deeper. So what we can do here is enter half here and enter half if it comes a little deeper. That's the plan for Euro and ZD. But I know you don't like EN. Yes, I don't, but I guess I don't have any other setups, so we'll try this. How rare is it for you to lose on a day? Pretty rare, but does it happen? It can happen, of course. I'm not perfect. I take losses too. But what I do is I take wins more than losses. Who won the debate last night? Who knows? It sounded like a very ridiculous debate. I mean, shouldn't be the main, you know, leaders teach us how to debate and give us an example, but instead we witness a debate like kids, you know, telling each other to shut up. I got stopped out on EN on previous green candle closed in the range. I don't know. You had sells or buys or are you American? I don't know. What do you think? Am I American? No, I just gave an opinion, of course. I'm not from America and it doesn't really affect me. Uh, Actually, it does. I mean, America has effect on almost every country, so somehow it is important who wins the elections. Maybe I don't know. Me personally, it doesn't affect me anything. I don't even care who runs my country, even though, and let alone the other countries. Love from India, thank you. Does the MT5 has features to close partial trading in one position or magic keys can do that? You have that option everywhere. You just close half of your positions and leave some. But like a button, only magic keys, nowhere else. What strategy you using? Break and retest. Favorite pairs are USD CAD, GJ, GU, EJ sometimes. These major ones. No, USD CAD, the reason why it came deeper is just because the 4 hour is still open. That's pretty simple. The 4 hour is still open, so as long as it stays below, there's still chance of continuation to the downside. Pakistan, thank you, Pakistan. Thank you. I mean, it's been pretty slow session. Not very slow actually, because GJ GBP pairs went wild. But that was caused by news. NZD JPY break retesting continuation now. Is that right? I don't know. You tell me. You can send a chart and I can take a look probably. Because I don't trade that pair, unfortunately. We have another news. Yeah, PMI, but looks like it's medium impact. Let's see if it's gonna have any impact. What's your favorite dish? I don't know. I like a lot of things. No, I don't trade index stacks. What's the most pips you have taken in any trades? I took like a 700 pips win on Euro AUD one time. It was, I don't know, a few months ago, a few weeks ago. Bad PMI, okay, then GBP should drop more. Okay, I'm gonna take a small break, guys, and I'll be back and I'll look at your charts. I just need a small break and we'll be back as fast as I can. Okay, we are back. We are back. You guys need confidence. Don't trade without confidence. Wow, you are so good, man. Can you teach us how to trade with confidence? We need that, please. Abdiaziz, teach us, please. Yeah, let's see what can we do now. Euro USD all the way down. EJ is rejecting this middle zone here, but nothing concrete. USD CAD, nothing much. Looks like it got rejected. We'll see what happens later on. USD CAD is in a weird position right now, so I can't say anything. Can we say it's still bearish? I guess unless the 4-hour closes, we don't have an answer. It is still bearish if you see the 4-hour, because we are still below. Unless we close above, that's a different case, different scenario. But we need a close above to think about buys. So we're waiting. The break and retest for the downside already happened before on this, because the 1-hour zone is a little lower. See how price broke below, made a retest, 2 3 4 candles, got rejected. If you go and count the pips, it was not a big move, but see, almost 20 pips, 17 pips. So that was the move to the downside, the break and retest. So what now? Like I said before, I explained this pretty good. We need more consolidation. We need more rejections to wait for a break below here. We need more candles to reject, to push up, to reject, then a break to continue more. That would be better. Yesterday, all the news of USD was green. Still, USD didn't gain strength. Like I said, not every time the news move the market as the news is. You know, the news are, let's say, positive for USD, but the USD drops. I mean, that happens all the time. Hypno, if you made 2%, then uh, go and take a rest. Wait for tomorrow because 2% is pretty good for a day. I just want to ask one question. I always impulsive, always nerves, and jump into early and close to early. Any advice? Any advice? The advice is you need patience. Maybe trade higher time frames because higher time frames also is going to teach you patience because unless let's say the candle closes, you don't trade. You don't take any trades. But when you trade lower time frames, you're gonna have a lot of you know chances. Let's say maybe, or as you see them, chances, and then you are somehow it calls you to trade. The market calls you to trade because you are taking lower time frame. Let's say we only trade 1 hour, let's say, but on a 5 minute you're gonna have so many candles, so many movements, and you're gonna take a trade probably. But on the 1 hour, you're just gonna wait for one candle, and also you're gonna be a lot more safer, when you take the trade. If you look at my live streams every day that we do, you just see how much patience we have every day. Every day we wait until we have the perfect setup. You don't call my name.
Yeah. Um,
Yes.
what do you think about USD CAD? Because I still have half position in. I closed half at like -7 pips because my stop loss was 15 pips below the most candles. So I'm still
Yeah.
in 7 pips at break even right now.
Look, I don't know what to say really. I mean, how it seems now, the 1 hour is closing above. I mean, we have another 10 minutes, so we don't know yet what's gonna happen, but probably we're gonna close above. And what that means is that we can still continue up. That's for sure. I mean, as long as it stays above, we need to continue up. That's what makes sense. If you go on the 4 hour, we are still the 4 hour is still open, but it's gone above the resistance. And now, if the 4 hour also closes above, I mean, there would be a high chance of continuation to the upside. What would be a very strong confirmation that price is going to move up? If this current 4 hour candle goes above the previous one, that's what I would take it as a very big, confirmation for me, and a good confirmation to continue to the upside. But you took the 1 hour retest. Now the thing is, it can come once more to your entry for the 4 hour retest, and that probably would stop you out if you put the stop at break even. And I don't know, I wouldn't trust buys that much. Even if the 4 hour closes above, even if the 4 hour closes above this, I still wouldn't be very sure about this. And like I said, I would be sure only if this 4 hour would come above the previous one. so we'll see.
Yeah, thank you.
What I would say, maybe secure your profits for now, because we don't know yet how the candles is gonna close, if this is gonna reject or not. But maybe secure some and leave some around. I don't know. This can be your decision. But the best is to protect your profits. I mean, if you think that there's a small chance that might go against you, then why not securing some?
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
No worries. Why did you take it? I think I already answered that before. Saad, I apologize if you're angry at me. No, I'm not. You have the almost the same name as me. GBP, GBP, GBP. Look at this. Wow. Wow, wow. GBP is melting. Guys, to be honest, I'm not gonna trade GBP. GU is a buy after going down 100 pips. Well, I wish you were right, but the market doesn't really care how many pips it dropped. It can drop another 100. So one thing I know from my experience is that you can never say it dropped too much or it pushed too much. That's one thing for sure. You have to be careful. You can never say it dropped too much. Trend is your friend. True. Look at GBP. Wow, this is crazy. Look at GCAD. 145 pips. This is crazy. And they are about to break other zones too. I know everyone's question is going to be can we take the retest of this, because this is a very strong zone. That is true. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know today, because we're gonna have a lot of news lately also for GBP, this Brexit talks. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of Brexit talks, and it's gonna affect the GBP pairs. Hypno, very nice, congrats. You're gonna love magic keys. Yeah, looks like there's not gonna be a trade for me, unfortunately. Not on GBP at least. I mean, we'll see for other pairs, but also your pairs can be affected by this news. So we need to be careful. Can you have a look at this? Let's take a look. I hope it's a good chart. It's not a wrong chart. Sells below 135.370. I just talked about GBP pairs. It is risky to trade them. There's going to be meetings, talks still about Brexit during the day. So you better stay away from it if you don't want to lose money. I mean, you might be lucky and win some, but it's a dangerous time to trade. What about UJ? UJ is a mess. UJ is a mess. Big consolidation box. What do you guys want to do on UJ? Because it doesn't seem good. There are too many zones in between. It's too messy, UJ, and I don't really see anything we can do there. I only see one thing. Euro NZD might give us a setup. It did close below. Let's see. Euro NZD closed below. So this is where the real support is on Euro NZD. I'm gonna wait for a pullback and think we can take some sells. We have also 4-hour breakout, which is also good thing. So let's take a look. We need to pull back, then some continuation. UJ broke the previous candle rejections. That doesn't really matter for me. You see, you have also here some rejections. So what are you going to do about this? This is equal to this. There was also a zone here. There's also a zone here. So I don't know. UJ is not for me. It's not clear for me. Your NZD is a risky pair, but is it worth it to risk for the biscuit here? We'll see. It needs to come higher if we want to take sells here. One thing is that euro pairs are going to be affected by the Brexit talks too. And it's going to be a risky trade also, this one. Shorts going to take around here 960, 060. Stop loss is going to be around 15 pips. And target all the way down. News came positive. These news are, I don't even know what to say. Some were positive, some were negative, some were positive. Which one do you want to trust? This was as expected. What can I say? Crazy spread. Yeah, the spread is pretty bad also on Euro NZD. So you need to catch a good entry. We'll see. We have to try maybe this. I mean, it looks pretty good. The thing is, you can also reject from here. Also, the thing is that on the 4-hour, you have also a breakout. So the 4-hour closed below. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. This is the 5th one. And finally have a break, a retest, and continuation I think we should have. But if this gets affected by the news, then see you to the other side. I don't trade ZAR. I don't. Spread is crazy. Of course it is. It's not a pair to trade. It's not good. GBP yen. Again we have GBP news. GBP charts. I just said I don't want to trade GBP because it is too risky right now. You saying that you took this trade. First thing, you used a 40 pip stop loss. That's a pretty strong, not strong, pretty big, I mean. That's a big stop loss. You know, when you lose a 40 pip trade, you know how hard it is to make that back. Oh, what did we do here? We missed this, I think, because the plan was to take it first entry here. Big mistake. Big mistake. Big mistake. It's already 10 pips. It's already 10 pips. Probably it's gonna fill the wick here, and it's gonna be easy 20 pips. Wow. I did a big mistake here. I should have entered first entry here, then the next one when it comes deeper. Just like I planned it. Now the question is, are you gonna take it if it comes one more time? I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, it already moved 10 pips. If it fills the wick, then comes back, I'm not gonna take it, because the moves would be already done. So we'll see. I hope it doesn't go lower and it gives us a chance. Yeah, if you took it, then nice. Jay Savage. Congrats. But I think it's gone now. 12 pips. Yeah, I almost forgot about spread. Yeah, with including the spread, you have less pips maybe. That can be also. Long session. Only had a small trade there. Looks like we missed this. Yeah, if you have big spread on your NZD, then you probably shouldn't trade it. Leave it, because there are other pairs. Yeah, the spread is pretty big. It's not easy to trade it. Yeah, almost 15 pips. Looks like this is gone for now, unfortunately. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to go now, and I'll see you, some of you later, some of you tomorrow. Gabor, we talked about GBP. I see you just came in. It was caused by the news, so you have to be careful. Maybe stay away from GBP pairs for now.
Thank you, Sad. Take care.
Okay, for now, have a nice day. See you in the chat. Thank you all. Have a nice day. See you YouTube. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.